Hi guys and girls, so today I have a subscription box to open with you. Now this is a subscription box which I've never opened on this channel and I have been so excited to show you. Literally since the day the company said it had been shipped, I have been waiting patiently by the door for it to arrive so that I could film this video for you. As you guys know, I love my subscription services and I equally love opening them on camera for you guys to see. So the two which I think you probably would have seen me consistently open is Spooky Box Club, which is a spooky kind of homeware slash jewelry slash anything kind of spooky box which comes every month. Well, tries to come every month, and also Pinscription, which is a pin based one which just sends 2 enamel pins every single month. What I will do is I will leave the playlist for those two different subscription boxes down below, but today I have something a bit different to show you because it is still spooky themed, but this time it's more of the bath and beauty route. So it's absolutely no surprise at all that I love my baths. I am a massive bath person. I see baths as a completely different thing to having a shower. If I'm having a shower, it's so that I can like kind of quickly get clean or to wash this mop on my head. If I have a bath, it's a chance for me to relax and have a little like me time and just kind of give myself a bit of a pampering session. So I'm sure lots of you, if you do follow my Instagram, have seen that I love trying out different bath bombs and things. I've had bath bombs from Lush, I've tried out different kind of Etsy store bath bombs. Recently I've also been gifted quite a few different ones as well. But I went on like a journey about 2 years ago to find a spooky bath bomb company because I just couldn't find any. We had the Hex bombs, which were really kind of, they were coming a bit generic in the fact that they were just kind of like coloured bath bombs, so they came with kind of somewhat spooky packaging, but at the end of the day they were just like black bath bombs. Now don't get me wrong, they have awesome black bath bombs if you're looking for a bath bomb to turn your bath black, but other than that they didn't really have any kind of spooky elements to them. I then did find a few on Etsy which were kind of in the shape of pumpkins and things, but they stained my bath, so I actually never ended up making a video. Like I did like film a whole haul about it, but when I was trying out the products, because I do like to try out bath products to actually kind of give a full review, when I tried them out they were like staining my bath and stuff, and I was like, I don't really want to recommend these to you guys, and I'd already kind of filmed the video about how much I liked them. So kind of the closest thing I can find to spooky bath bombs that don't stain my bath and that are amazing are the Lush ones, but of course the Halloween range for Lush is only around at Halloween, so throughout the rest of the year I kind of have to stock up if I want to have spooky bath bombs. But that was until I discovered Bats and Bubbles. So Bats and Bubbles are a subscription service that kind of send out spooky bath and beauty products to you every single month. So today I have the Petite Bats and Bubbles box to show you. Now they do different kind of size subscription boxes, so you can get this one, which is the Petite box. This markets at around £25 a month. You can have different options where you can just pay like for 1 month at a time, or you can pay for like 3 months at a time, or you can pay for like a year at a time. It's completely up to you. I actually really like this element of it. I think if Spooky Box, for example, did that, I probably would just pay a whole year's worth and then not have to worry about it for a year. So I really liked that kind of element of this subscription box. And then they do also sell like a larger version of this box. As I said, I've got like the petite version as such, and the larger one retails around £35, so it's about $10 more, but obviously it does come with a lot more items in there. So this does come from America, and this is the first subscription box which I've actually got from America, because Spooky Box Club and Pinscription are both based in the UK. So this was shipped from Canada. It did take a couple of weeks to arrive, but that is very standard for kind of shipping from America. It usually does take a couple of weeks. There is a customs declaration on the side. This did just come through the Royal Mail, and it says that there's bath bombs in there, which is exciting, but it has been marked as a gift, which means I didn't have to pay any customs or anything, so it did just kind of arrive 2 weeks after it was shipped. It didn't get like stuck in customs. I didn't have to pay any fees. It like didn't have to be searched or anything. It just kind of went from them to me directly. So something I really love about the Bats and Bubbles box is that everything inside is completely cruelty free. I do try wherever I can to ensure that all of like my beauty regime is as cruelty free as possible, and everything in these boxes are cruelty free. I thought I would just read you their little kind of like blurb as such that's on their website to describe the box. There are slight differences between the petite box and like the regular box, so I'll read you the petite one and then I'll just tell you the difference between this one and the bigger one. So this one says, a monthly dose of cute and creepy bath products and other surprises delivered to your lair. At least 2 bath products included in each box: bath bombs, soaps, scrubs, bubble bath, whipped soap, etc. all carefully sourced or made by us and cruelty free. Then it just says this box will not come with the extras that the deluxe box has, and then if you scroll down to the deluxe section it says this version of the box includes extra spooky cute surprises. So obviously the deluxe box, or like the bigger version of this box, does come with a few more items, but you know that if you are buying this version, the petite version, it's still going to come with at least 2 bath beauty products in. So the packaging is so cute. As you can see, it has Bats and Bubbles like tape all around it, and it's like a little moon, or maybe it's a yellow bath bomb, who knows, with a big kind of bat flying off with a bow tie, and some little bats as well. And I have to say, I've had this box sat in my room for a couple of days and honestly it's made my room smell amazing already, so I'm super excited to get in. So I just kind of cut through the tape at the top, and then we will have a look. Ooh, okay, so I would usually do like my subscription boxes as blind unboxings, but I think I'm going to kind of have a little look in for now, just because I have absolutely no idea what to expect. So at the top it says Bats and Bubbles box, which is really cute. It looks like it's kind of one of those stamps, and then it does have some paperwork in here. So let's have a look at the paperwork before we delve into the box. So it has the theme of the box, which is Dark Valentine Petite. It then says, creepy cute. We are a new subscription box from Canada and we ship worldwide. This is the petite size box. You will get at least 2 bath products in this size, as well as other spooky surprises like candles, jewelry and prints. That is so exciting. And then they have their website, which of course I will leave all the information that you need down in the description below. It does say hashtag Bats and Bubbles box, tag us, and then this middle section says what's in the box. So that's obviously like the cheat sheet as such, so I'm not going to look at that right now, but I'll definitely refer back to it at the end. Okay, so now the rest of the items, and I have to say this is quite a heavy box as well, are wrapped in this kind of black tissue paper. So let's open it up and see. Ooh, see some rose petals. I can see a little bat print. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Okay, so this is definitely like a Valentine's Day kind of theme. As I said, this was shipped a couple of weeks ago, so it was shipped kind of closer to Valentine's Day, but since it does have that kind of spooky element to it, I feel like it's still gonna be very relevant. So straight up on top there's loads of these really cute little like rose petals, and they smell so amazing. I'm not sure if it's because they've been like stuck in the box with like some smelly bath products, but they smell so good. I think what I'll do is I'll probably like save these and then like sprinkle them around the sink in my room so that my sink smells lovely. So I need to see this print. This is so adorable. It's like a little bat print, and I didn't realize, but it actually has like personalized writing on the back. So it says, I'm batty about you, which is so cute. To Lizzie from Nadine, Bats and Bubbles, happy Valentine's Day. I love that. So the writing's on the back, and then of course the print is on the front. As you can see, is this gorgeous little hand drawn bat. I absolutely love it. It's so cute. It's got a very kind of sketch kind of style to it, but it's so detailed. I love the fact that it's flying along with the rose. That is such a cute little element, and the little bow around its neck, and there's loads of like little stars and things and a little moon. This completely reminds me of like the style that I have around my tattoos, which obviously means that is a style which I really like. But yeah, he is so adorable, and there is like the little signature of the illustrator there, and then this is how it looks on the back. It says, I'm batty for you, with all these like flowers, and then it has the writing underneath. So straight up, I'm loving this like personalized element to it. I do feel like with some subscription boxes they are kind of just like all the items are like chucked in, so I really appreciate this kind of like little personalized element to it. It just kind of makes it feel very special. So then next up there is this cute little lollipop. It's in the shape of a heart and it is black, so straight away you can see that these are like some of the other items which are included, and it has a little black ribbon. So let's open it up and give it a taste test, because where would we be without having a little taste test? Again, this looks like it is kind of produced by them, definitely kind of custom made for the boxes, which is really nice. It doesn't feel like it's kind of mass produced. So as you can see, it's like a little black heart, and it's blackcurrant flavour. That is gorgeous. I will be putting it back in this handy little bag and having that once I've had my dinner tonight. So next up in the box, it looks like there is this kind of like vintage Halloween card. Yeah, definitely is like a vintage Halloween card. It even has like old writing on the back, which is so cool. I definitely wasn't expecting to get kind of like oddities or like a vintage piece in here, but that is so cool. And it says, "I'm piling affection for you, my Valentine." And it has this like lovely illustration of like a little girl in her little heart swimming costume, and she's making a kind of like pile of sand. It looks like maybe for a sand castle. And then you've got some really old school like writing on the back. When I was in primary school, I actually learnt how to write using a like fountain pen, and I can tell this is written by a fountain pen, and I absolutely love it. It's giving me so many nostalgic feelings right now. I feel like I'm gonna have to like dig out my fountain pen after this so I can just do like a little bit of writing with it, just to make sure I still have my fountain pen skills. Okay, so this box is actually like chock-a-block. We then have like some more like wormies and things, and also some more petals, and they all smell amazing. So next up there is this like big box of like a heart on the top, and this is like really heavy, so I assume this is one of like their bath products. So let me find my scissors so I can open it, because I really don't want to ruin the box, because that is like the cutest little heart on the top. So in the box was this really cute like cupcake. I think that this may be like a bath bomb. It did get a tiny bit cracked just in the post, but that's fine because I crack up like my bath bombs anyway before I put them in. But it smells so nice, and as I said, it's kind of like almost in like a cupcake sort of style. It does have like a paper like wrapper around the outside, which I assume you like peel off before you put it in the bath. But that is so adorable, and it smells amazing as well. Hopefully you can see that it is like super glittery, and there's lots of like little red slots and things on the top. So I'm gonna guess this will either kind of just make the bath water really glittery, or perhaps there'll be some kind of like dark pinky tones in there as well. So this little cupcake is our first kind of like bath item, and I have to say it smells amazing. It's really big, as you can see, and it's super heavy. I think if that is a bath bomb, which I think it may be, although potentially it could be like a bubble bar, that would definitely last me maybe 4-5 baths. It depends what sort of person you are. Sometimes I will take a whole bath bomb, and no matter what the size is, I will throw the whole thing in the bath and just have a super luxurious bath. But sometimes if I'm like running low on bath bombs, I'll like cut them up into like the smallest little chunks, just so I have enough to like disperse it through my bath, but I'm not like swimming in bath. So I'm gonna try out this cupcake one. Annoyingly, it did like crush up a little bit, which is annoying, but at the same time it's still gonna work fine. Kind of see the like little blood splattered on it, so I'm just gonna kind of like tip that like topping in first, and just like kind of let that bit get to work, and then you've got kind of like the bottom part of the cupcake. So I'm gonna take this wrapper off now, and then I will put it into the bath. I was not expecting them to have that much already, though. So it's giving off this kind of like mainly white consistency. As you can see, it's like kind of a pinky shimmery bath underneath, and then like this really silky white top. It's so smooth. It feels like I'm like bathing in silk, which is so nice. And this is a massive bath bomb, so you probably could get maybe like I'd say about 3 uses out of it, although the colour is all kind of on the outside area, so when you get to like this inside part, it is just white, as you can see, and this is what's creating this gorgeous like white cloudy kind of foam almost on the top of the bath. But I really like this one. It has a really nice kind of subtle smell to it, and it just feels gorgeous to bathe in. Okay, so we've got more of these wormies and petals, and then there is this kind of larger item that's wrapped up in paper. So let's open that up. Definitely you can see that they've put like a lot of care and intention into the kind of wrapping process of this, and it feels like it could be quite solid, maybe like soap. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. It is a bath bomb, I think. That is awesome. Look at that. It's like in the shape of a coffin. This is the problem with the hoarder inside me. I'm like, I'm not going to use this bath bomb. I'm going to leave it on display so that I can see it forever. I think I'm like the worst with soap, because you know, like bath bombs do like expire if you leave them out in the air too long, but with soap it kind of lasts forever. So I have so many spooky soaps that I'm like, I'm never gonna use this, I'm just gonna use it as another ornament, because I definitely need more ornaments. So this smells amazing. It's like a super floral smell. I definitely feel like this is a bath bomb, and this is what I'm kind of talking about. I am looking for like spooky bath bombs. So like Hex Bomb, again, I have nothing against them. I really do like their products, but they make black bath bombs. Now this appears to also be a black bath bomb, but they've put it in the coffin shape, which kind of gives it that whole spooky element to it, rather than it just being black, like it's a coffin and then it makes your bath black. Well, I assume it makes my bath black. We will see. I will definitely insert like clips in between these things so you can see what it's like when I'm putting them in the bath. So this is how the coffin looks. As you can see, the like main bulk of it is black, and then there's the kind of like green lines that have been swished over it, and then inside the like wrapping you can see that it's been like wrapped in a plastic wrapping just to kind of keep it all airtight. There are some really gorgeous like rose petals or something in there, which means when this goes in the bath I should end up with these rose petals like floating across the top, which will be gorgeous. On the back there is some information, and it says Death, Decay, Lavendura Lane. So I'm assuming this must be lavender that I'm smelling. It definitely is quite a floral scent. I really like the fact as well that it does have all the ingredients in there, just in case you are allergic to anything. Sometimes I'm slightly funny with tea tree, but yeah, I'm usually absolutely fine. And in here there's like coconut oil, cocoa butter, dried rose petals. I can't actually see anything about there being lavender in there, so maybe that comes in with like the fragrance oil, but it definitely is a super like floral scent that is so gorgeous, and I cannot wait to use that. Okay, so I'm on my phone at the moment, and I'm just running a bath, hence why it's so noisy, but I was just breaking into this, ready to put it into my bath. It's like really like swooshy on the top, and then like dark black kind of deep purple actually in the water. There's still, as you can see, like a few little bits which are dissolving, but it feels really nice. It feels super silky. And also, I'm not sure how well you could see, but actually when it was kind of dissolving, fabulous. So spooky. When it was dissolving, it kind of went like bright green and glittery, and actually like there is some kind of glitter in the water. Hopefully you can kind of see them like shimmering. And there's definitely like a few petals, like I can see one kind of floating around here somewhere. But there's definitely like a couple of like rose petals floating around. There's definitely not like a ton. They're kind of just like quite scarce. But to be honest, I don't feel like I'd want very many more like floating around, because it's kind of really weird when you touch them. And I definitely feel like they're more kind of for decorational purposes. Yeah, those are really cute. So I'm gonna enjoy my bath now. I definitely love this bath bomb. I would 100% buy it again. Just looking at the sides, it is like leaving a bit of a mark, but it seems like it's coming off fine. So hopefully this won't stain. I'm sure it won't, but I have got a very old enamel bath, so I'm sure it will come off. So I will let you know if it doesn't come off, but by the look of it, it seems like it will be fine. I'll see you in my next bath, I guess. The next up, there is this, another little one wrapped up in paper. So let's see. Again, this does feel quite solid. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so cool. So this is a soap. I shall not be using this soap. Okay, I'll try and use it. No. Can I use it? I may not be able to use it. Basically, this is a spider soap. I actually collect these. 1 second. I love soap. As I said, I collect it. And this soap is left over from when I very first started collecting soap. And the only reason I have used this soap, although I have kind of stopped using it recently, is because there is like a plastic spider in there. You can probably just see like the spider's butt and some of its legs. So the reason I'm using this is because I can't actually see the spider, but I feel like this would be like an awesome soap to have in your house. And then when your guests come over and they're washing their hands and a spider appears, it'll be terrifying and everyone will have a great time. I also have this one on my sink. This was actually gifted to me by my granny for Christmas. My granny is not a spooky soul at all, but she found this soap like at a kind of market, like a craft market thing, and bought it for me because she thought I'd like it. And as you can see, I have not used it, and now I have the perfect girlfriend for my spider soap because we have another little spider soap. I love this concept, and I definitely think it works really well like in action, if that makes sense. I definitely feel like I've got a lot more motivation to use this one now that I have these two. But basically, the more you use the soap, obviously the closer the spider gets to the surface, and then like eventually you'll be washing your hands or washing your body or whatever you do with your soap, and the spider will like appear in person and you'll have a cute little spider. So this is a super nice idea, and I absolutely love the packaging of it. Obviously they've gone for like a little heart theme for this like Valentine's Day thing, and it is like in a pink heart, which at first when you look at it you may think, oh, okay, not too spooky, but then you see the spooder inside. And then also I love this feature that they've put around the outside. They've put almost like, it reminds me of like a glitzy choker around the outside of the packaging, which is going to be very difficult for me to take off because it just looks really awesome. I just have such a problem with like hoarding soaps. I just have soaps coming out of my ears that I just don't want to use because they are too spooky. This is what like the packaging looks like. As you can see, it is wrapped in like a plastic film, and then it does have this kind of chokery thing around the outside. It is kind of a fabric, but then it does have the little diamantes actually glued to it and like glued around it, and that is so adorable. As you can see, there is the spider at the front, and you can just about make it out from the back as well. So you could have it either way. If you wanted it to be a bit more of a surprise, like have it facing this way so people are washing their hands and like, hold up, what is that, a spooder? Or you could have it this way where it's very like obviously spooky. As for the smell of this, it completely reminds me of like cupcakes or sweets or something. It's like a super like, not sugary, that's not the right word, but very like sweet smell. I definitely feel like this would leave kind of some fragrance to your hands when you're washing them, so you'd kind of like keep capturing that smell as you kind of go through your day. So that is really exciting, and that is the third kind of bathy beauty product that we've received. So I think this is the last thing in the box. There's something else like wrapped up, again in tissue paper. I just really love how like personalized this box is, and like all the kind of attention to detail that's been taken to each item. So we have something like bubble wrapped in here. So oh my goodness, that is so cool. So again, we've got another like heart-shaped product. They've definitely done really well with this like Valentine's Day theme, but this time it is like a bloody heart. It actually says on the back, bloody Valentine pumpkin pecan waffle. Excuse me, that sounds amazing. I cannot wait. It's kind of a scene of like a generic heart bath bomb, a generic heart bath bomb which you could buy in any kind of flowery store, but then it's been like doused in blood, and then there's also like a little knife at the top. Hopefully you can see that. That is so adorable, and all like the little details on the knife, and then it's sort of like cutting in to the heart itself, and all the blood is like dripping down. And then here is the little sticker at the bottom. Again, they've really kindly put all of the information for the ingredients as well, just in case you are sensitive to any type of like bathing ingredients. This one just reminds me of Halloween when I smell it. It has like a very overwhelmingly like pumpkin, like a pumpkin pie kind of smell, and it is so nice. I actually have quite a few like candles in this scent. I feel like I'm just gonna have like a whole week of having baths after this, because I am ready to feel spooky when I get into my tub. Okay, so I've got this one to go in there now. It smells so good. It's like the pecan pumpkin one. It's literally wafting out of here. So I'm going to open it up now. I've run a bit of a bath, but I thought I'd just put it in, see kind of what colour the bath is. I think it's going to be very similar to the Cupcake one. It'll probably kind of get a lot of red from this top part, and then maybe kind of just turn into like a milky colour. But who knows? Let's open it up. So here is how it looks. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so I took it out like after being in the bath for about 5 minutes. I ended up being on a phone call for literally 2 hours. I've been in the bath now. Actually, 1 hour and 55 minutes, I believe. So I took this out and put it on the side just because I wanted to show you, because the red bit went kind of like solidified. It almost feels like jelly, and the rest of it just feels like a regular bath bomb. And as you can see, it's almost like this orangey colour. So I thought I'd just like put it back in, and now that my phone call's ended, I have refilled the bath a little bit with hot water. But yeah, as you can see, it does definitely give off like a very muted red. I think that's because like the actual main part of the bath bomb is white, as you can see, and the red kind of like just makes it a little bit redder. But as for like staining around the side, there's definitely like no sign of like red kind of coming off at all. But yeah, I also found like a bit of the knife had fallen off, and it took ages to go. I don't know if it's almost like a soap, but I had like bits of knife, like I can still feel them, I can't catch them, but like floating around the bottom for ages, and they were like almost like slimy clumps. So I feel like the kind of knife part will like last longer, like along with the red part. But yeah, definitely feels like a really nice quality. The water feels really soft. It smells really strong, so even when I just had that like first bit of the bath bomb in there, it still smelled like really strong. And yeah, it just feels like really nice. I really like this one. I think it's probably my favourite one out of all of them. I think aesthetically, like the coffin one was like my favourite one, but definitely like smell wise and texture, I really like this one. It's super, super relaxing. And yeah, although it is like practically a white bath bomb with like little bits of red in it, I still do feel like it does have that kind of spooky look. Yeah, so as you can see, the red is very strong. I feel like the red is made out of like pure colour, whereas the white is obviously like powdered with something else. Yeah, I really like this bath bomb, and now that I got some more hot water, I'm just gonna let this bath bomb away and then enjoy the rest of my bath. I'm pretty looking forward to another hour in this bath. 3 hours in and I am slowly turning into a prune. Okay, so also in here there is this little like note, and I actually think that this must go with the Cupcake one because the rest of them had stickers on. So this says bath time fizz. Place the bath bomb in the bathtub filled with warm or hot water, sit back and relax. So by the look of it, this is kind of relevant to that, and it does have the ingredients on again, just in case you did want to check the ingredients. I'm sure as well, while we're on the topic of like allergies or like skin sensitivity, definitely contact Bats and Bubbles, because the lady is so nice and so friendly and so helpful, and she literally answered all of the questions which I had. So if you do have any questions, just send her an email or like a direct message, and I'm sure she'll be really quick to answer any questions if you do have any kind of queries. So then there is just like a bit of like packing paper just to kind of bulk it up, and then at the bottom you can see there's a few like wormies and some more of these glorious petals. So that is all of the spooky goodies which came in this Bats and Bubbles box. So now I'm going to go through the little cheat sheet. So the first thing on this list is a yummy black heart lollipop in blackberry. So I was nearly there with the flavour. This is so nice, and actually I've just realised I think after each product it does say where they're from. So this is from Smash Candies. And then there is a My Bloody Valentine soap with a spider in raspberry. So I was kind of right when I said it was like a sugary, I guess fruity kind of smell. So this is like a raspberry soap, and this is by Sugar and Spice. There is the Death and Decay bath bomb in fresh citrus. Okay, cool. So Lavendura Lane is actually the name of the company. You thought it was the other way around. So the actual bath bomb is called Death and Decay, and the company that make it is called Lavendura Lane. So I just got those mixed up, but that probably explains why there's no lavender in the ingredients. And it says that it is a fresh citrus. I still say that it does have kind of like flowery undertones to it. Then we have a vintage use Valentine card, which is this cute little one, and this was bought in an antique store, which I really like. This element is not really like an element which I have kind of come across before in subscription boxes. Then we have the Spooky Sweet Valentine card, which must be this cute little bat one, and it says that this is from Flora, Fauna and Forced. Then there is the Blood Splatter Cupcake. Oh, that makes sense why they've got all the little red bits all over it, and it says that this has been specially made for this box, which is really cool. They've got like a really nice little custom piece in there, and this is by Bath Time Fizz, which is here. I had to say this was the only item which I was like, I'm not sure where the spooky element is, but it makes so much sense now that the little like splatters all over it are blood splatters, so I absolutely love that. And then finally we have the Bloody Valentine bath bomb in pumpkin pecan waffle, and this is by Dee's Holiday Hut. So those are all the items. I feel like we have been spoilt with bath and like body products in here. I was expecting to get like 2 bath bombs, but the fact that we've got like 3 bath bombs and a soap and also like a lollipop and a vintage card and what I'd say is a print, I feel like is really good. So by the time you're watching it, I will have tried all of these products out, but I am super excited to go and have a bath now. I think I'll probably just take off my spiderweb eyelashes and go get in a bath in a minute. I still have a bit of hot chocolate left in here. This is the Maltesers hot chocolate, which Simply Gothic got for my birthday, and it is so yummy. So I'll probably just go finish this off in the bath with a bath bomb, although I'm not sure which one I'm going to start with. So as always, I will leave all the information down in the description below. So as I said, this is like a monthly subscription box, so you can kind of pay monthly if you'd like to, as I kind of do with all the rest of my subscription boxes, or what you could do is pay for like 3 months at a time or 6 months at a time or even a year at a time, which I think is a really nice like little way of kind of just paying for something and then just like reaping the benefits for the rest of the year. So to sum everything up, I really enjoyed this box. I definitely think that it is worth the money and a fantastic excuse to spoil yourself and give a little bit of self-love. So as I said, everything will be down in the description below. A big thank you to Bats and Bubbles for sending me this awesome box. I love all the kind of personalized elements to it, and I'm super stoked to see how this subscription box grows and develops. And a massive thank you to you all for watching. If you do have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I'll see you next time. Bye!